new products along the top, and new markets and existing markets along the side. There are 4 strategies to apply in each situation. For existing markets and existing products, the strategy is market penetration. For existing markets and new products, the strategy is product development. For new products in new markets, the strategy is diversification. Market penetration is when an organization focuses on selling existing products into existing markets. This strategy typically enables an organization to increase its market share and potentially grow organically to achieve a monopoly. This strategy can lead to increased economies of scale and increased brand loyalty. Development is where businesses focus on existing products in new markets. This could be new geographical markets or new distribution markets. This is more risky than market penetration, as it involves expenditure in ensuring that you have met the needs of the new market that you intend on entering. Product development is when a business focuses on selling new products in an existing market. Typically, an example would be investment into research and development to improve the features of your product or service. The strategy can be expensive due to research and development costs, however can ensure you are the market leader. Diversification is when a business focuses on new products in new markets. This is most risky but can also be most rewarding. This can be expensive and requires extensive levels of market development and analysis. Typically works for businesses with high brand loyalty. That's all. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so here's a question. Last part of this video talked about that diversification, the 4th category, is most risky but most rewarding. Why do you think so? Could you just write in the chatting room? I'm gonna just change the chatting room in host mode. You can write in Korean or in English. Why do you think diversification is the most risky but the most rewarding category compared to other 3 categories? What was other 3 categories? So why? Reason, you need to write reason, not like it's the most risky, okay? Right, okay. Yeah, there are lots of competitors, or you need to actually spend money more, invest more money for making a whole new things, right? And it's really competitive, considering this competitive category, and we cannot guarantee because it's a whole new thing, so it's really not easy to guess whether it will be really successful or not. Well, that's really potential, because like if you are successful, then you can actually, it's if it's the first stage, then competitors not easily copy your idea at this moment. So maybe you can get more profits in the first stage. We're going to talk about this product life cycle stage later. Okay. If you want to add your comment, you can just raise your hand, or I'm gonna just move on. So diversification involves starting up or buying business beyond its current products and markets. Right here, see this, beyond business, beyond its current products and markets. So it's not current product. It's not kind of modification. It's just creating new products, okay? And also you need to actually create new markets, right? So it's not easy. For example, the company could acquire a company that operates in very different market segments with a very different product mix. That's diversification. Probably you will easily understand what's market penetration, product development, market development. Like for example, market penetration, it's very easy. Compared to other three categories, it's easier because you don't have to you don't have to make a new product. It's just maybe color change, color variation. It's still possible. So for product development, very maybe light change, because you can just focus on the same market segments and only focus on the product change, right? In case of market development, you can just use the same product, but with a different segment. For example, your main target was like university students, but suddenly you found out that this product is actually really popular among older generation, older, like elderly. Then maybe you could expand your market. That's market development, okay? That's it for the rest of the parts. So you could just read those parts. And see. Okay, so I just covered this one. Developing growth strategy. We can call this as Ansoff metrics because it's actually created by Ansoff. Okay, so market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit more about downsizing. Okay, so if you don't think it's really positive in the near future or in the long term, you need to think about whether you stop or not. That's also really important part. Okay, so firm might want to abandon products or markets for a number of reasons. So the firm may have grown too fast or entered areas where it lacks experience. In other cases, the market environment might change, so making some products or markets less profitable, that's also reasons. And some products or business units simply age and die. It's really outdated. Then you need to downsize, like prune, harvest, or divest businesses that are unprofitable or that no longer fit the strategy. Sometimes you need to give up your current business and just move on to the next business. Okay, that's downsizing. Okay, I'll skip the rest of the parts. Throughout the semester, we're going to cover this whole marketing strategy and the marketing mix. So core in the circle, this core circle, there's a value I really emphasize a lot, right? Customer value and relationship is for achieving the core goal. You need to first understand like the whole market and maybe divide the market into some meaningful segments, groups, that's segmentation. And among those segments, you need to find which segment is more attractive. That's targeting. Now, you need to find which target you want to position. So before positioning, you need to think about like strategy. What kind of strategy? Differentiation strategy. How to differentiate yourself over other brands, other competitors. And positioning. Position your brand in a positive image with a positive image in consumer's mind. That's positioning. We're going to talk about this part after consumer behavior chapter in chapter 5. Okay. And then with this STP strategy, we're going to talk about 4P throughout the semester. Okay. And for understanding, for making this marketing strategy better, also important thing here is you need to understand like marketing planning thing, marketing implementation, control, marketing analysis. We're going to talk about this more later. Okay, so you could read this part. Market segmentation is making a group the whole group into some meaningful distinct groups. Okay. Targeting is the process of evaluating each market segment's attractiveness and selecting one or more segments to enter. If you have much budget, you could focus on multiple segments, but if you have limited budget or energy, time, maybe it's better to just focus on the one best segment, one of the most attractive segments, and then maybe you could expand your market, like market expansion, okay? Market positioning is arranging for a product to occupy a clear, distinctive, and desirable place relative to competing products, where in the minds of the target consumer, okay? And differentiation. So let's talk more about this throughout the semester. And here, in our project, in our team project, we're gonna make this market planning strategy, marketing plan. And you can find this example in the textbook, the appendix. So please read this marketing plan example from the textbook. Probably you can get ideas throughout this semester for this project, okay? So basically we're gonna use executive summary. It's not a short summary like one sentence or like one paragraph. It's more like 1 or 2 pages executive summary, because you know executives are really busy. They have to read lots of different marketing plans. So you need to just show your strengths within just 1 or 2 pages, and understanding like analyzing with this marketing situation analysis, like for example, like SWOT analysis, like threats, opportunities you have with some environment analysis. And I also shared some beneficial tools to analyze this kind of environment analysis. And you need to set your objective, and maybe sometimes you need to think about issues you have to consider in this case. In your marketing strategy, maybe before then, you need to do some segmentation, targeting, positioning, analysis, and how to actively just behave this program, action programs. Budgets and controls means like this. Measure results. First of all, you need to measure your marketing strategy's results and evaluate whether it worked well or not. And if there's any part you need to improve, then you need to take corrective action. That's feedback part, that's control part, but it's actually really important, this area, okay? So planning, implementation, and control, and this is actually circulation. So if you have anything you found out that really it's really nice strategy, maybe you could just use that, improve that. But if there's anything wrong, you need to maybe give up or fix that current strategy. Okay, that's it for chapter 2. 여러분 이거 사실 거의 지난 시간에 다 해서 이 파트만 보면 이 마켓 페네트레이션 같은 경우는 뭐죠? current market segment without changing the product죠. 그러니까 만약에 대학생을 타겟으로 하는데 제품도 그냥 대학생을 타겟으로 하는 뭐 예를 들면은 교과서예요. 그런데 사실 안 사잖아요. 많은 학생들이, 그죠? 그러니까 어떻게 해야 된다? 그러니까 이 세그먼트를 바꿀 가능성 별로 없어요. 어차피 계속 같아요. 파이가. 그쵸? 오히려 줄고 있죠. 학령인 거 줄어드니까. 그리고 책은 그대로입니다. 근데 마케팅을 해야 된다는 거죠. 그래서 이제 그런 것들이 예시가 될 수 있고요. 마켓 디벨롭먼트 같은 경우는 뭐냐면 identifying and developing new market segment for current products. 여전히 current product인데 어떻게 하는 거냐면 세그먼트를 그냥 기존에 우리가 흔히 생각했던 전형적인 세그먼트뿐만이 아니라 확장을 하는 거죠. expand segment를 할 수가 있는 거죠. 그래서 생각보다 이 시장에서도 이게 먹히겠는데? 하는 것들. 이게 굉장히 어필링 하겠는데? 하는 거. 세 번째, product development 같은 경우는 뭐 이거는 그러니까 그 동일한 마켓 세그먼트 상에서 예를 들면 여러분이 타겟으로 하는 게 임산부라고 해볼게요. 임산부랑 동일한 임산부 세그먼트인데 그 세그먼트에서 좋아할 수 있는 new or modified product를 제안하는 거죠. 반드시 완전히 new 할 필요는 없어요. 기존 제품에서 조금 개선하는 것도 될 수가 있는 거죠. 그래서 그런 것들도 해당이 되는데 product development에 해당이 되는데 diversification 가장 리스키하지만 most promising 하다고 할 수 있는 건데 만약에 잘 되면요. 물론 망하면은 그냥 리스키한 거죠. 이거는 뭐다? Starting out or acquiring business outside the company's current products and markets. 그러니까 여러분이 원래 하던 이미 있는 기존 제품도 아니고 existing product도 아니고 existing market도 아닌데 새롭게 다 만들어 보는 거예요. 근데 많은 스타트업들이 이런 걸 하고 있죠. 그렇죠? 그리고 많은 대기업들도 글로벌 기업들도 다이버시피케이션을 합니다. 왜 하죠? 그냥 지금 하는 거 여러분 우리 캐시카우에서 배웠잖아요. 그냥 이렇게 있으면 아 행복하다. 아 그치 배가 부르네. 그래서 돈 이렇게 벌어들일 수 있네. 라고 생각할 수 있습니다. 근데 마켓 그로스 레이트는 가만히 있으면은 유지되는 게 아니에요. 이거는 성장률이잖아요. 줄어듭니다. 점점 줄어들죠. 그러니까 원래는 한 이쯤에 있어서 안정권이었는데 점점 줄어들다 일로 갈 수가 있어요. 이쪽으로 그냥 가버리는 수가 있어요. 그래서 가만히 우리가 안주를 하면 다른 애들은 노나요? 안 놀잖아요. enter the market 하죠. 다른 컴페링 컴퍼니가 들어오기 때문에 그래서 가만히 있으면 안 된다는 거죠. 그래서 이 파트에 대해서는 그렇게 생각을 하시면은 될 것 같아요. 그래서 이거는 그렇게 하시면 되고요. 그 다음에 다운사이징 같은 경우도 일어날 수가 있는 거죠. 그래서 뭐 그냥 유지하는 정도로 할 수도 있고요. 아니면은 그냥 수익을 좀 내고 이제 끝낸다 하는 것도 있고 수익도 그냥 안 내고 그냥 바로 끝내는 게 나은 경우들도 있는 거죠. 그래서 왜 그런 거 있잖아요. 무슨 눈물에 창고 세일 막 이래가지고 막 양말 같은 거 엄청 싸게 팔고 뭐 창고 저희가 망해서 막 근데 그건 사실 어느 정도 하베스트 하는 거예요. 근데 아예 전기세 그러니까 지금부터 매장 운영하는 게 더 손해인 경우들이 있잖아요. 그럼 그냥 바로 접는 거죠. 그래서 이제 그런 것들도 가능할 수가 있다라는 부분을 이야기하면 될 것 같고 이 파트는 다음 시간에 이어서 저희가 이야기를 하게 될 거기 때문에 그때 조금 더 다루겠지만 기본적으로 이 밸류랑 고객 간의 그 커스터머 릴레이션십을 가져가기 위해서는 이러한 과정들을 STP 분석, 4P 분석, 뭐 마케팅 플래닝, 임플리멘테이션 컨트롤, 어널리시스 플래닝, 임플리멘테이션 컨트롤 이런 과정들을 차례차례 거치게 되고요. 하다가 문제가 생기면 돌아갈 수도 있죠. 이런 이야기였어요. 이 내용들은 참고하시면은 될 것 같습니다. 마지막으로 요거 우리가 팀 프로젝트를 추후에 하게 될 때 기업을 가지고 할 건데요. 그때 이 기업에서 우리가 이제 선택한 기업의 문제점들을 정의를 한 이후에 problem definition을 한 이후에 그 마케팅 전략을 세울 거란 말이에요. 그 프로세스라고 보시면 돼요. 근데 제가 말씀드린 것처럼 이거는 책에 우리의 텍스트북에 좀 샘플들이 있거든요. 블로그로, 어펜딕스에. 그래서 그게 아예 풀로 있으니까 그거 좀 참고하시면 좀 도움 될 거라고 생각합니다. 참고하시면 좋겠고요. 그러면 여기까지 하고 다음 세션으로 넘어가기 전에 제가 좀 겹치는 부분들도 있었어요. 이미 여러분이 발표하신 분들 중에도 베스트 슬라이드가 있긴 했는데요. 그래도 독보적, 그러니까 사실 근데 좀 한 표씩 받으신 분들도 굉장히 많고 다양하게 잘하신 분들이 굉장히 많았어요. 그래도 그 상위권에 있었던 두 분을 발표를 할게요. 그분들은 잠깐 발표를 해주시면은 제가 하산점을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 첫 번째는 한 탑 3 정도 하시면 왜냐면 탑 2는 발표자 중에 있었기 때문에 은수 씨 축하드려요. 안녕하세요, 은수 학생.